So hi, hello everyone. Today in this particular video, I'll be sharing you what exact roadmap you should follow so that you can get into data engineering to start with the things and how eventually you can grow. If you're from any sort of background, you want to get into data engineering, this is a roadmap that you can follow. Other than that, you are a fresher, want to get into this field. If you're a person about 3 years of experience, 4 years of experience, stuck into your support job and want to get into a high paying data engineering job, this is how you need to follow the things and what exactly you need to do. Okay, so basically there are many technologies that I'll be talking about, and I'll be also telling you how exactly the things can be done. So let's talk about the things and let's go on the screen. As you can see on the screen, this is a real data engineering roadmap that I'll be sharing, and I have the things open. I'll just open it, slideshow, and we'll be opening with the correct roadmap, because correct roadmap is very, very important. If you are thinking about basically if you don't have a correct roadmap, what will happen, you will eventually take, like if the thing used to take about 2 months, it will take about 3-5 months, sometimes 1 year, and you are still stuck on that particular thing only. Like it will take 5 months or maybe 1 year, you are not focused about other things. So a roadmap is something that is very, very important, and you should be knowing about the things. Okay, so first is the SQL. So first technology, that is a core technology. If you talk about any sort of role in data domain, be it data analyst, be it data scientist, be it machine learning engineer, AI engineer, or a data engineer, you should be aware about how exactly the SQL is working. What is SQL? Okay, what is SQL? How SQL does work? Then what is select? How exactly it works? What is the order of execution of these particular functions? Order of execution you need to know. Other than that, basically what you need to know about there are major things that we talk about, like subqueries. Okay, subqueries are there. Then we talk about, basically there are many terms. We have subqueries, we have some sort of CTs, we have some sort of Windows functions. There are different sort of CTs also. There are macros, there are Windows functions. Like these are the major ones. Okay, apart from this, there can be many more, but this is one of the technology that is very important. If you don't learn this particular technology, it will be so much difficult for you, because you cannot survive firstly, and before that only you cannot clear off any sort of interviews, because in any sort of data engineering or data interview roles, major thing that will be focused, or the interview will start with SQL. It is very, very structured queried language. Okay, very, very important that you need to learn about. Next is Python. Python is one of the technology that you need to know and you need to learn about, and you need to be very much aware about this thing. That is how exactly, because see, whenever you are working with the data, if you are talking about a data engineering aspect, a data engineer is responsible for fetching the raw data and make into do some transformation, so that they can make reports. The data analyst can work on that. Some predictive analysis can be done by the data scientist. So how those things will happen? Those things will happen when you have everything automated. A particular pipeline is there that automatically it is fetching the data, and at the last you are just getting these raw data, and at the last you are getting these actionable insights. Okay, so that reports can be built, and you can just see those kind of leadership can query on that. See, business analyst can do their strategies and all. Everyone, program managers can see the things, leadership can, product managers can see the things, leadership can see the things. How exactly? So things has to be automated. If you don't automate the things, how it will happen? And Python is one of the technology that is very, very versatile, and it is most used in the market of data field. If you are working, mostly you will see data like many supported libraries are also there, like Pandas, NumPy, or if you talk about PySpark, if you talk about Seaborn, Matplotlib, or any sort of these sort of technologies, it is much more focused on the Python, because these are the frameworks of the Python or APIs of the Python. Okay, so basically you should be very much aware about these things. You should be also aware about what is OOPS, what exactly use OOPS, why it is called as pseudo programming language or pseudo object oriented programming language, how multi-threading is working in this particular technology, what is regular expressions. You should be regex, very, very famous term, regex, regular expressions. You should be aware about these all tools. So basically it is very important to practice it, and from the scratch you need to learn. Until where you need to learn, basically that all things also matters. So that is the second thing that matters. Third thing is Pandas. It is a single threaded, firstly it is a single threaded in-memory processing happens. Other than that, what is Pandas? Pandas is a technology by which you can clean the data. clean the data, you can do their processing. If you have some small data set like about 1 GB of file, or say 10 MBs of file, 20 MBs of file, 10 MBs of CSV file, that you need to clean it off. So you can use Pandas to clean the things, drop the NAs and all, do some feature engineering, like you need to add some new columns and all. So all those sort of things can be done by using this particular technology, that is Pandas. You can definitely use it, and if you have smaller data set, definitely 100% you can use it. But one thing is, that is, it is single threaded. What is single thread? Single threaded means multiple parallel processing. It will not happen. Whenever you give a data, if 1 GB of file is there, one by one things will happen. It will not distribute the data. It will not do parallel processing and all. This is how the things work. After this, basically, when you are good with Pandas, do some practice and all, take some CSVs, try to do some practice and all. That's how it happens. Other than that, basically Hadoop is a technology that is very, very important whenever we talk about data engineering or data field right now, AI, any sort of things. We talk about big data. What is big data? Big data means any type of data that is also in a tabular format or in JSON file format, that is a semi-structured file, Parquet files, CSV files, XML files, JSON files, these sort of files. Other than that, any sort of files that are in images, videos, raw PDFs and all, because on that only that AI systems are working. So how it is working, though you can save these sort of trillions of like petabytes of data, like terabytes of data that is getting generated per day by an organization. So how you can store those sort of things, that is how where these things come into the picture. Apache Hadoop that comes into the picture. It is Hadoop is an ecosystem. Inside that many tools are there, like Hive, MapReduce. Then we talk about many tools are there in that. Then HDFS we talk about Yarn, we talk about many sort of tools, but it is inside this only. So you should know about Hadoop, how exactly these things are working, and also you should be knowing about those things. Next is Apache Spark. So whenever we talk about parallel distributed processing, and right now it is one of the modern technology, modern tech stack that you should know. And if you want to learn all these technologies at one place from scratch, from zero, we have a DataX Bootcamp out there. You can just go in the description. We have a DataX Bootcamp, that is directly you go there, why it is happening, DataX, that is from zero to AI ready data engineer. AI ready, why I am saying, I'll just tell you in some time. AI ready, GenAI expertise you should have basically if you want to become a good data engineer, because as of now the things are changing. You should definitely integrate AI in your tech stacks. So start with the basics, and how exactly, if you don't know anything about coding, if you want to start from the basic, if you want to start from the scratch, this is a bootcamp that you can refer. Link is there, support number is there. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments also, or on the support number directly you can go on the WhatsApp and ask it. Other than that, we have a coupon code also exclusive for our YouTube family. Directly you can leverage that also. Let's go back. So basically Apache Spark. Apache Spark is a distributed big data processing engine. It is not a storage, it is not a system, it is not a database, it is an engine, okay, that helps you to distribute the things. If you have 1 GB of file, it will be dividing the things into the chunks. It will be processing the things in the parallel manner and give everything at once at the last. So this is how the distributed in-memory processing happens, and it is an engine that does that, okay. So it is one of the modern tech stack. Definitely you should be adding it into your data engineering skill set if you want to get, and if you want to target pure data engineering roles. It is very, very important to understand that also. So that all sort of things that you will be knowing. Other than that, Azure Databricks is one of the technology, or if you talk about Databricks also, it is a technology that is one of the major modern tech stack right now in the field of data engineering, because it is firstly talking with Lakehouse. What is Lakehouse? If we combine the power of a data warehouse, if you know about data warehouse, structured data and semi-structured or any type of data that can be added on a data lake, if you combine these two, that comes to Lakehouse with some additional superpower that is called as asset properties. If you don't know these things, don't need to worry about that thing. But you can just understand this is one of the technology that is very, very important. Azure Databricks Databricks supports it by default because it is built on top of that, and it is built on top of Apache Spark engine, so it supports the distributed processing also. Okay, this is how the things happens. Okay, Azure Databricks also you should be knowing about. So start with the things. Okay, ऐसे करके 7 things. GenAI is optional, but definitely if you want to get into this particular era of AI that is going around and you want to make your front foot forward, because people are not learning it right now, if you learn it, definitely it is going to be very, very helpful. And in our DataX Bootcamp, this is also there. This module is there, proper live module is there, not live basically. We have a module, dedicated module, where we are talking about GenAI and all. Every quizzes, assignments are there. Definitely it will help you to start with. At the last, definitely after learning everything, you should make an end-to-end project. That is how the things happens. If you don't know, if you don't make the projects, things you will learn and you will not remember. Solve the questions, do the quizzes, solve the assignments and all, and make a project end-to-end. That is how it happens. And this is how we learn in our bootcamp also. We make projects, we make the things, and this is how we learn step by step. So this was all about a video. If you have any sort of doubt, this is how you need to, this is a correct roadmap what I have put across right now in front of you. If you learn all these sort of technologies and all, things will happen easily, and you can transit into data engineering very easily, or you can start your journey as a fresher also. Or if you are about 10 years of experience, people are there in the bootcamp with about 10 years of experience, 7 years of experience, 5 years of experience from the support job, want to get into this particular role. Definitely you can also start with the things. This was all our video. Thank you so much for watching this particular video. Any doubts, please comment it down. I'll be ready to help you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.